Hey everyone, it's Chris Rango with UNDR Industries, and in this video I want to highlight my UNDR operator pants. So, a little history about the UNDR operator pants. In 2008 I was going through MARSOC Special Operations training, and during that training we had a sniper effects and we had to make drag pants. And so I seen what the other snipers were doing, and I'm just a regular grunt. I had no idea what I was doing. So seeing what they had built, took the same concept and went out in town and had these built. And at the time, they fit their purpose greatly. But when I blew out my Eclipse pants at the time, I wasn't in the mood to spend another $170 or whatever it was back in 2008 on a pair of pants. So I pulled these out of my closet and I went out to my local field. They worked great, except they were a little bit too tight. And I gave them to my friend Reese, who was a little bit smaller than I was, and he's been playing with them ever since. And that was back in 2008. About 6 months later, I had another set built, and this is still in 2008, and they were extra large. And ever since 2008, these are the exact same pair of pants that I've been wearing. Over the years, I've had to do a little bit of refinements here and there, and I've learned a lot going down the road. And I've had a lot of people ask me, like, hey, why don't you build these pants, and why don't you bring these out? And and as I've done things with underprivileged and UNDR Industries, I just haven't had the ability, or I haven't believed that they're cost effective. But now I believe that, hey, with the way the pants are designed, built, and produced, guys are still spending $170 on garbage. Guys are still go out, play 4 or 5 games, blow out a knee, and personally, knowing that, hey, they go out there, they put their heart and soul into a game, they blow their pants out, and then they have to run right back and go buy another pair of pants. And the companies, they don't care. They're like, just buy another pair of pants. And for them, it's all profit. And they're not built in the United States. They're built overseas, and it's crap. So I'm in the position now to bring something that's made in America, produced with high quality, with some great people behind me, and I'm going to bring that to you guys. Obviously, it's going to take a lot of convincing, and I'm really hoping this video helps. So I'm going to show you some of the features of the operator pants. I don't have a set of Xfighters, but essentially they're the same exact pants with a few different features, and we're going to talk about those during the course of this video. I'll hopefully keep this fairly short, but I want to highlight everything I possibly can. So without further ado, here's the operator pants. And every video that you see, this is what I'm wearing. Every time I post a picture up, these are the pants that I'm wearing. So what are some of the features of the operator pants? First off, everybody notices the huge front section of padding. And over the years, people give me a lot of crap. Like, what are you gonna go do and fight a war in these pants? And essentially I could if I wanted to. These pants are the same pants that the military wears. It's the Marpat digital pants, and we're gonna be making them in Digi as well as Woodland, and then we're gonna have the Army multicam pattern. And the reason for that is I know it's high quality. Without a doubt, these pants aren't gonna tear on you unless you take a knife to it and you just rip it up. They're not just gonna blow out randomly. You're not gonna have some seam just fall apart on you after a practice. This is top quality stuff. This is what our men and women go down range and they fought in for the last 10 years. I've still got some of the same set of camis that I was issued 10 years ago that I took to Iraq in 2003. That I every once in a while I'll pull out and I'll wear to work. All the stuff that we're putting together, I know works. It will last day in and day out. If you go out and play 5 days a week, or if you're a recreational guy, or you go out every weekend, this stuff will last. Like I said, it's made in America. It's done by hand. It's not mass produced. It's not just an assembly line of garbage. We're making sure that that's the biggest thing with everything with UNDR Industries is it's top of the line. and quality over quantity. So as we're talking, the knee pad area, it's made up into 4 sections, and unlike what we have here, when these were made, these were done on just a normal regular sewing machine and with just regular thread, out of your mom's closet essentially. What we're going to be using is industrial machines and the same style of thread that's used for combat equipment, packs, harnesses, MOLLE equipment, all the same stuff that I would take downrange as a grunt and go fight downrange on the War on Terror. Same stuff the law enforcement agency use. All the same technology and equipment that goes into producing that stuff will go into these pants. And again, it's made in America. So they're all independently, so they all move. They don't rise up. The shells won't go interwoven into one another, and this stuff lasts. So what is everything built up out of? The outer shell, this is what it is right here. This is 3mm outer shell, and what we're going to be using though is going to be a 5mm outer shell. Now over the last 5 years, that is one hole that I've been able to produce, as you can see. And this is about 2 months ago, this hole started popping up. Now on the other leg with the huge EGA patch, that happened about 6 months ago, and that was a major blowout. But like I said, it took me 5 years to make that hole. I can't think of another pair of pants where you can go 5 years without playing every week like I do and have the same type of results. So this material, the only way to destroy it is to directly puncture it. You could take this stuff out to the concrete and you could rub it until it gets super hot, and you're not going to damage the stuff. It's super durable, and this is some good stuff. It's high quality. Underneath that is the foam. Same with this stuff. The only way to destroy it is to cut it or stab it. And this is 3/8. This right here is the major difference between the operators and the Xfighters. So the operators are going to have the 3/8, and the Xfighters are going to have at least a 1/4 inch, if not smaller. And the reason for it is we want to give that lightweight feel and maneuverability asset to the Xfighters that guys might not feel like they have in the operators. Personally, I don't feel bogged down by the operators. I go out there and I run around just like I would if I was wearing nothing at all. I don't feel any difference, but we want to give that preference of weight ratio to both categories. So that this right here is the biggest piece of difference, is the foam inserts. With the thinner foam, it's gonna mold differently around the leg, and it's gonna be a little bit more compact overall. All the seams are gonna be quad stitched all the way down. Some areas are, they're gonna be five or more, especially in the crotch region. They're probably gonna be like 6 times on some of the patch areas. As you can see, over 5 years, I've started to get some thread wear actually on the material itself. The material it's just breaking up and just slowly, it's like your favorite pair of jeans, just slowly disintegrating. That's essentially what's happening with these pants after 5 years of wear and tear. And that's completely normal in my opinion. 5 years of hard abuse of playing paintball week in and week out all over the United States. Like I said, my buddy who's got the other pair of pants, he's played in Europe, Asia, England, and South Korea, and he's got the same issues that I've had over the years. Small dings here and there, but just quick little patches, and he's still running hard. Carrying over to the back side, as you can see, we've got 3 major sections, and then we have the undercarriage side for ventilation. And so what each ventilation area, what this is a stretchy nylon material, and it's broken up. And each one of these sections allows for the heat to escape. And like I tell everybody, I don't wear knee pads with these pants, Most of the time I just wear basketball shorts. If I forget my basketball shorts, I'll just wear my underwear, just like I would at work. And I don't have to worry about anything. You know, these are the same pants I wear at work, and they work great for paintball as well. Carrying up, we've got just regular size cargo pockets on both sides. They're held down by 2 buttons, and then they're hemmed up right here. So just in case they rip, you know, and the buttons go out like mine have over the years, you know, all your stuff's not going to go flying out. On the back side, we got 2 back pockets, and then up front, the belt will not be included. I'm sorry guys, I can't give you a come at me bro belt. The way that they're held up is 4 buttons. There's no Velcro or zippers or anything like that, and the reason for it is because over time zippers break, Velcro gives out, and the stuff just doesn't work. Buttons work, and if a button goes out or a button breaks, these things are easy to get their hands on, and that's something that we're working on to make sure we got enough on hand. So if a player, you know, hey, my button's broke or my buttons give out, we're going to be able to send those things out to you guys, you know, and you know, put your mom to work and have her hem them up for you, make her feel like she's part of the sport. We've got a pretty big philosophy with keeping it simple, stupid, and KISS with these pants. If it's worked for the last 5 years, we don't want to change it. I've run these things hard, like I said, week in, week out with practice, and anybody who knows me knows that I'm playing as hard as I possibly can, and these pants have allowed me to win a lot of tournaments. You know, I've been all over running these things in the dirt, and like I said, everything that I've learned in the military, I've crossed over into these pants. Right here, like I was talking about earlier, this patch, I blew out this area, and I had to hem it up. I had to essentially mend out the broken area and then put a patch underneath, and hem it up with some E6000 epoxy. You're not going to have to do anything like that because it took me 5 years to produce a hole. If a player was to have a major blowout, you know, I'm going to work with guys. You know, I'm not just going to kick you guys to the curb. But I haven't had any major issues. And the guy, like I said, the guys that we're working with, they produce military grade equipment for the armed forces. So they know what has to happen to make sure the quality is above and beyond what you guys are normally used to seeing, whether it be Dye, PB Rack, Empire, or any other company that's out there producing paintball equipment. You know, Under Industries is going to be going above and beyond every way possible to meet and exceed what the standard is. You know, I am not going to produce garbage, guys, straight up. And these pants, like I said, I've shunned away from wanting to make these things because I haven't been able to produce something and give the public the ability to have what I believed is a cost-effective way, one, but at the same time a production level that meets or exceeds my standards, which are pretty damn high with my equipment. That's why I shoot Lux, I run, you know, Empire or Ninja Air, you know, and I've got pretty high standards on the paintball field for what I do. And these pants are going to be no different, you know, just like my straps, you know, and doing everything else with Under Industries. So please post up any comments that you've got, any questions, you know, ask away. I don't care. You know, if you want to, if you got any comments, concerns, anything like that, you know, feel free, man. We're doing pre-orders until October 1st. October 1st is when production starts. So get in before. It's going to take about 4 to 6 weeks to get these things rolling. Like I said, they're built in America by hand here in the United States. You're not going to get that anywhere else, hands down. The quality that you're going to receive is unmatched. Also, one thing I forgot is there's a cinch bag that will come with these. And the prototype pants that I just showed you, there's a few other things that aren't exactly it's going to be exactly the same. Like I said, we're having a cinch bag because I don't wash these after every practice. I usually just hose them down and hang them up. The cinch bag will be for that, so you can just stuff them in your cinch bag and be on your way. And that's really what we advise. You know, just throw them in your cinch bag.